Our today's lesson is about the present simple. When we use the present simple, we use the present simple to express repeated action. For example, I play tennis. I repeat this action many times. I use it when I speak about facts or generalizations, like cats like milk. This is a fact. I use the present simple also to speak about scheduled events in the future. The film starts at 8, so this is a schedule. This is timetable. I use it also to state verbs, non-continuous verbs, like she needs help. I can't say she is needing help. Okay, like she loves also, or she hates. Okay, what over the form? What's the form of the present simple? The form of the present simple, I put the verb and then plus s or es in the third person. What's the meaning of third person? He, she, or it. Like this example, I play tennis every Saturday. I put verb play as it is without adding s or es because I have the subject I. I put s or es when I have the subject he or she or it. She often watches television. I add es here because I have she. He speaks English. So I add s here because I have he. What about the interrogative form? In the interrogative form, I put do or does. So, plus the base form for questions, like do you like chocolate? Does she speak Italian? I don't put s with does. If I have does or doesn't, they are very strong. When they come to the verb, they cross the s. Okay. What about the negative form? I use don't or doesn't plus base form. Base form means infinitive for negative, like they don't live in London or he doesn't drink tea. Sometimes I have adverbs placement. I have adverb of frequency, like this one. Always, never, often, sometimes, rarely, ever, still, just, only, and so on. I put it before the verb. For example, you only speak English. Do you still live in London? And I put it after verb to be only. For example, I'm never late. So the adverb of frequency, never here, I put it after verb to be and before any other verb. Like he is often busy. But if I say he often plays basketball, so it comes after verb to be and before any other verb. Let's have some examples together. This picture. Bill often take his dog to the park. Often here means from time to time. It's like a habit. So I'm going to put the verb in the present simple. So Bill, as we said, with the third person, he or she or it, I add s or es. So take is going to be, yes, very good, takes his dog to the park. This picture, now you try. This is a question. This is a question, interrogative, yes or no question. Polly need a new computer, so I have to make a question. In the question, as we said, we will put do or does. What about Polly? Polly takes do or does? Yes, of course does, so I have to say does Polly need without s. Does and doesn't are very strong. When they come to the verb, they return back into the infinitive. Example, my neighbors, they are more than one, not get on very well. So in the negative form, I put doesn't or don't. I have my neighbors more than one. So I'll say don't get
My
very well.
neighbors don't get on very well.
About this one, Emma and I'm not be married yet. So verb to be in the present is yes, aren't, am or is or are, verb to be. Sally practices once a week. It's only one a week. It's a habit. So Sally is the third person. I'll put s. So Sally practices once a week. About this one, Brian always take the train to work. He does this all the time. So Brian is the third person. I'll add S. So Brian always takes the train to work. What about this? Your friends smoke? And this is a question. And I have friends more than one. So how can I make this question? I'll say, do your friends smoke? Do your friends smoke? David work in a bank. So this is a fact about him. So I'll add S. So it's going to be David works in a bank. You speak Spanish? I'm asking you. So you takes do or does? Yes, of course do. I'll say, do you speak Spanish? Mary not like tea. So Mary is the third person. Don't or doesn't? Yes, very good. Doesn't like tea. It often in England. This is a fact. So it often rains in England. Where Bill take his dog? Bill takes what? Does. Very good. So where does Bill take his dog? They like going for walks in the country. It's a habit, or this is what their state. So they like, as it is, going for walks in the country. They often take part in charity walks. What do you think? I have they, so I keep the verb as it is. It's going to be take as it is because I have the subject they. It rain where you live. So this is a question. It's yes or no question. I'll say it takes do or does. Of course does. So I'll say does it rain where you live? Water, this is a fact, boil at 100 degree Celsius. So water boils because it's a fact. Jane love her new job. This is a state. So Jane, yes, great, loves her new job. Patty and Sue often, this is what they do from time to time. It's a habit. So Patty and Sue are more than one. We'll keep the verb as it is. Go shopping together. My father not read much. This is a fact about my father. So negative with my father, it's going to be doesn't read much. In the east, this is a fact. So the sun rises in the east. This example, Pop want to buy the house. This is a fact about him or what he wants or a state. So we say Pop wants to buy the house. This one, this cottage, very nice. Verb to be in the present is going to be am or is or are. So this cottage is very nice.
The cottage is very nice.
Okay, Emma got a new bike. So Emma has got a new bike. I not like sport. So this is a fact about me. So, or a state for me. So, I don't like sport. You drive to work? This is a yes or no question, interrogative. So I'll say, do you drive to work? Where Paul live? So I'm making a question, WH question. So I'll say, where does Paul live? And example here we have Peter live in a house in the country. So Peter lives in a house in the country. Thank you, my students. See you later in the next video, inshallah.